Hello, my book-loving friends, and welcome back to Storytime with Mary. This is where we get to read all of our favourite books. And if you're loving our YouTube channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also like our videos so that we can read together all the time. Or we can read the other half of Elissy Goes to Ghana. Okay, so as they drove along the dusty road towards a small village, Elissy looked out of the vehicle and smiled. 5 women, all dressed in bright orange, red, blue and green robes, moved to the side of the road to let them pass. They had beautiful beads around their necks, legs and arms. On their heads, they carried baskets with what looked like beans in them. They were singing in the language Elissy had never heard before. With the courage of an explorer, she waved at them as they waved back. "What are they carrying on their heads?" Elissy asked. The safari guide answered, "They are carrying beans of food that they are about to make. The entire village is having a ceremony. All the women need to prepare the food." "B is for beans," Elissy whispered. Elissy looked at the people as they drove past and couldn't help but smile. Each person smiled at her and waved, although they had never seen her before. "Daddy, these people are so friendly." "Yes, in Ghana, the community will always welcome you with open arms. It does not matter if you are a stranger or a family member. They will treat you like they would treat anyone else," Daddy said. "I like that," Elissy replied, amazed at the smiles and happy faces that looked at her as she waved. "You will always hear kind words from the people in the villages and all over Ghana," the safari guide said. "People are kind, loving and welcoming." Elissy's eyes bounced from the strong mud houses in the village to the brick ones. She gazed at the sidewalks with so many clothes, food and clay pots to buy. She watched as children played with a football in front of a fast food shop. "Daddy, I love Ghana and its people already." In the village, newcomers are always asked to help the women prepare the food for the ceremony. Elissy was very excited to help. She was asked to wash leaves of lettuce for a very big bowl of salad. Elissy could feel her tummy rumbling, but suddenly a monkey appeared before her. It grabs 3 tomatoes and scurries and jumps over to a tree nearby. The women started shouting at the monkey, angry at it for stealing their food. Below the tree the monkey was sitting in, a bright pink chicken walked past. Elissy started laughing and asking why the chicken was pink. "The monkeys always steal our food, and to protect our chickens, we needed to paint them pink," one of the women said. "It is the only way we know to make the monkeys stay away. Otherwise they will steal the chickens as well. There is not a lot of food around here, so we need to protect the little that we have as much as possible." Thinking about what the women had said, Elissy thinks about her own home. Her mummy and daddy always made sure she and her brothers' tummies were filled with healthy food. There was no need for them to protect their food from being stolen by monkeys. She looked at the small one-bedroom houses surrounding the village and thought about her other family members, also living in Ghana, whose house was big, beautiful and filled with modern-day luxuries. "Can't you go to the grocery store to buy food?" Elissy asked the women. "We can, but the nearest city is very far from our village. We need to make use of what we have here." Elissy sat quietly, admiring the women for having so much courage. After a while, One of the women nudged Elissy. "Are you all right?" she asked. "I think so," Elissy replied. "I was thinking about how many times I did not eat all my food my mummy and daddy made for me at home. I was also thinking about the houses in Ghana that look so much bigger than the ones built here." "Yes," the woman encouraged Elissy to keep talking. "There are so many people who struggle to find enough food to eat." Elissy frowned and got up, looking around for her mummy. When she saw her busy peeling potatoes, she walked over to her. "Mummy," Elissy stood near her, talking softly. "I have a feeling in my heart, and I'm not sure what to call it." "Oh, why don't you tell me what it feels like? Perhaps I can tell you," her mummy said, turning her attention to her daughter. "I was listening to the women talk about how they need to protect their food from being stolen by monkeys. And then I thought about how many times I didn't finish eating my food when you and Daddy cook at home. But there are so many people here that don't have enough food to eat. And why do some people have huge houses and these people are happy with small ones?" Kneeling down, Elissy's mummy said, "That feeling is called humility. You may be feeling a little sad and embarrassed because now you know that eating all your food is better than wasting it. Because there are so many people in the world who struggle to get food for their hungry tummies." Mummy smiles. "See, Elissy, some people are happy with what they have, whether it's a small house or just a little bit to eat. They consider themselves fortunate enough to have a little food to eat, even though they know that there are a lot of people out there that have more than they do." "Humility," Elissy whispers. While thinking about her feelings, the women announced that the ceremony was about to begin and the food needed to be served on the table in the street. Elissy helped to carry the food, making sure there weren't any monkeys around. She watched the dancers perform traditional dances and listened to the women sing songs she had never heard before. To Elissy, seeing a smile on all the people's faces in the village humbled her. She had learned a big lesson and realized that through modest living, a kind and loving heart, she could learn to be humbled by the actions of those around her. We absolutely love Elissy Goes to Ghana. What did you learn from that book? Did you love the safari that Elissy went on? She met the giraffes and the lions and the monkey that stole all the food. If you enjoyed that book, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also like our video so that we can read lots of fun adventures next time. Okay, see you next time. Bye.